let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other. To be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love.
Like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes you wore. The smile you are smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before, and laughed before and loved before, but who knows where or when? My prayer is to linger with you at the end of the day in a dream that's divine. My prayer is a rapture in blue with the world far away and your lips close to mine. Tonight, while our hearts are aglow, oh, tell me the words that I'm longing to know. My prayer and the answer you give, may they still be the same. For as long as we live, that you'll always be there at the end of my prayer.
I light my pipe, I bid sorrow avaunt, I blow the smoke to my altar of dreams. And you know, I read the face of my dream girl there. Oh, with a love that is just what it seems. Oh, say, the girl of my dreams, she's the sweetest girl of all of the girls that I know. This fair co-ed, why, she's like a rainbow trail, one that fades in the afterglow. Oh, the blue of her eyes, the blue of her eyes, and the gold of her hair is a blend of the western sky. And the moonlight beams on the girl of my dreams. She's the sweetheart of Sigma Chi. The blue of her eyes and the gold of her hair is a blend of the western sky, yes sir. And the moonlight beams on the girl of my dreams. She's the sweetheart of Sigma Chi, yeah.
Spain the best, upper sets, do it. Lithuanians, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. The Dutch in old Amsterdam, do it. Not to mention the Finns. Folks in Siam, do it. Think of Siamese twins, some Argentines without means, do it. People say in Boston, even beans, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Sly foxes deep in their lair, do it. Rabbits who don't raise a hair, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Demure young mules feeling low, do it. Reindeer chasing after dough, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Electric eels, I might add, do it. Though it shocks them, I know. Why ask if shad do it? Waiter, bring me shad roe. They say that whales do it, snails do it. Just because it's free Scotch Airedales, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Old slows who hang down from twigs, do it. Though the effort is great. Sweet guinea pigs do it. Buy a couple and wait. They say that ants do it. Bees do it. Even overeducated fleas do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
To you, my love, my heart above my head. Though I see the danger there, if there's a chance for me, then I don't care. Fools rush in where wise men never go, but wise men never fall in love, so how are they to know? When we met, I felt my life begin, so open up your heart and let this fool rush in.
Love is the sweetest thing. What else on earth could ever bring such happiness to everything as love's old story? Love is the strangest thing. No song of birds upon the wing shall in our hearts more sweetly sing than love's old story. Whatever hearts may desire, whatever life may send, this is the tale that never will tire. This is the song without end. Love is the strongest thing, the oldest, yet the latest thing. I only hope that fate may bring love's story to you. Love is the sweetest thing.
We were riding around in the rain. He asked me for a kiss. I said I didn't kiss. We kept riding around in the rain. And then he held my hand, but I didn't understand, and it all seemed so in vain. Then I answered yes, I found my happiness riding around in the rain. So don't wait for June nights, and don't look for moonlight, and don't linger down in Lover's Lane. Wait and pick a night, a dark and stormy night, and go riding around in the rain. I recall the night the stars were bright, we were riding around in the rain. He asked me for a kiss, but I said I don't kiss, riding around in the rain. Then he held my hand, but I didn't understand. It all seemed so in vain. Then I answered yes, I found happiness riding around in the rain. So don't wait for June night, don't look for moonlight, don't linger down in Lover's Lane. Wait and pick a night, a dark and stormy night, and go riding around in the rain.
When you walk by,
This beautiful tribute, expressed in song by Russ Carlyle.
You walk by, enchanting as a dream. You walk by, and dim the sunlight's gleam. You speak words and shame the birds that sing. Your smile is softer than the touch of spring. You walk by, and children pause at play. You walk by, December seems like May. Heaven is right here and not above when you walk by, my love.
must have sent her my way.
Skies above me never were as blue as her eyes, and she loves me.
Who would want a sweeter surprise when she nestles in my arms so tenderly? There's a thrill that words cannot express. In my heart a song of love is haunting me, melody taunting me.
Sweet and lovely, sweeter than the roses in May. She loves me. There is nothing more I can say.
This beautiful song is sung for you by Jimmy Brown.
Let's build a stairway to the stars and climb that stairway to the stars with love beside us to fill the night with a song. We'll hear the sound of violin out yonder where the blue begins. The moon will guide us as we go drifting along. Can't we sail away on a lazy daisy pedal over the rim of the hill? Can't we sail away on a little dream and settle high on the crest of a thrill? Let's build a stairway to the stars, a lovely stairway to the stars. It would be heaven to climb to heaven with you.
I'd be a beggar or a knave for you. If that ain't love, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along. I'd gladly move the earth for you to prove my love, dear, and its worth for you. If that ain't love, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along. With all the words, dear, at my command, I just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, darling, come what may. My heart is yours, what more can I say? I'd beg for you, I'd lie for you, I'd draw the stars down from the sky for you. If that ain't love, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along. Just can't make you understand. I'll always love you, darling, come what may. My heart is yours, what more can I say? I would rob, steal, beg, borrow, and I'd lie for you. I'd draw the stars down from the sky for you. If that ain't love, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along.
hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, no, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you've changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. asleep, I never count sheep. I count all the charms about Linda. And lately it seems in all of my dreams I walk with my arms about Linda. But what good does it do me? For Linda doesn't know I exist. Can't help feeling gloomy. Think of all the loving I missed. We pass on the street, my heart skips a beat. I say to myself, hello, Linda. If only she'd smile, I'd stop her a while, and then I would get to know Linda. But miracles still happen, and when my lucky star begins to shine, with one lucky break I'll make Linda mine. But miracles still happen, and when my lucky star begins to shine, with one lucky break, I'll make Linda mine.